I'm confessing that I love you.
Gee, that never fails. I don't know what it is. I wish I could read you Judith Chris' review of Woody Allen's new film, but I cannot. It's a rave review, and it is a hilarious movie. I just saw it for the second time, and I would like you to welcome Woody. He's had a slight disappointment, and he may not be in a great mood. I probably shouldn't say that, but the 10 Best Dressed list came out, and he was edged out by the rest of the country. Will you welcome from the pages of Gentleman's Quarterly, Mr. Woody Allen? Yeah.
Up there.
Yeah.
Thank you. You should note that I. This is true. That every year for the last 4 years, nobody ever says anything about this. I made the 10 best dressed list in Poland.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that out. You all the time, because this movie of yours involves crime and all. I get asked, does he really have a serious interest in crime? And were you once? As a kid, I guess you've given interviews in which you've claimed an interest in crime.
I do. I have an interest in anything on the other side of the law, you know. And when I was younger, I wanted originally to be an FBI man when I was a little kid. That's true. But I didn't have the I couldn't pass the physical to do it. I didn't have the height requirements or the I wasn't blonde enough, and I didn't have. And then I wanted to be a criminal for a long time, but this is true. But in New York State, you have to be, I think, over 5'7" to be a criminal.
Is that so?
Yeah. I passed the written, but I couldn't.
They keep revising the requirements too. You just can't keep up with it. I understand you're following the Queen on what is known as another network.
Yes.
I guess we shouldn't mention which one, but people can easily probably.
This coming Sunday night, which is the eve of a most sacred Jewish holiday, I'm on television. And all the Jewish people around the country are to atone for their sins on that night. And they put me on. And, and the funny part of it is, the show, it's a comedy show, and it's on... the times vary according to the country, but it's on this Sunday night on CBS, and I follow the Queen of England, and it's me and Candy Bergen and I in a sketch where we both get naked, which is really going to be an interesting sketch. It's true.
It's a sketch, not an actual picture.
We've done it already. We taped it already,
yeah.
And it's really very interesting.
I don't know why I find this hard to believe, but I guess I do.
Yes.
Am I too young and naive and?
No, but it's an hour of horny comedy, you know. It's really going to be interesting. And the Fifth Dimension are on with me, who are really one of my favorite singing groups, because I never wanted to have a group on the show that I didn't really like, because I don't have the nerve to come out and give them a good introduction if I don't. And they consented to do the show. And also Billy Graham, the noted reverend and... tall man is going to be on the show with me.
It's a very unlikely combination, I must say.
Yes.
You know the royal family, do you? Weren't you when you were in England?
I was in England, but I did a command performance once for the Queen. Raquel Welch and myself did a command performance. It's true. It's not what you think it was, incidentally. I got a chance to meet the Queen, and I was in a long line of people, and I was dressed with tails. And white tie and tails, and everybody else was next to me, and the Queen came down the aisle, and we all had to bow and meet her, and she said, what are you in town for? And it's true. That's what she said to me, and I said, can you get rid of the king for 5 minutes?
I wouldn't have thought of that. That's great. Do you know, speaking of Raquel Welch, have you ever heard this rumor that I was married to her once? I swear, yeah, no kidding. It appeared in a national magazine, in a question column, that we understand that Kat was once married to Raquel Welch.
I thought that was true.
No. I would have remembered, wouldn't I? I'll have to... Well, anyway. I had Namath on here, Joe Namath, the other night.
Right.
And one of the frustrations of my life is that I never was able to play football. I was just too small. Did you go for football, even though you're even...
I played all sports well when I was younger. It's the truth. I'm a remarkably good athlete. And I'm a great baseball player. I got tremendous power to all fields. And
Kidding.
it's true. And I was a great quarterback, you know, and a fantastic field goal kicker, and I was a great high jumper, and I was a boxer for a while, and I was a great tennis and golf player, and I was a remarkable long-distance runner and a soccer star for a long time, and I do a lot of work on the trampoline, and I do quite a bit of charity work for the B'nai B'rith.
I see. I wondered where that was going. We have, listen, I have an idea. They have put these chairs out here. I thought of this just before we went on. What Norman Mailer calls an existential caper. Why don't we step down center stage, as they do in the Bishop Show, and let the audience ask us anything they want to.
Okay.
It might be stupid, and we may be sorry. I don't mean you will. I mean we may. Do you want to do that? Let's do it right now. Let's move right into that. Okay.